Welcome to Heat Check, powered by Defunct.com. These are the highest selling vintage t-shirts over the last 2 weeks. All right, number 10 this week, we have the Marilyn Manson 1993 Florida Tour, The Squeeze. Let's take a look at this t-shirt. I don't love when they include the first photo as with the measurements. I guess it saves some time, but it just doesn't look very good. Looks super clean. Super clean. Here's the back. Zoom up here. The Resurrection, the Squeeze, in April, Friday, and the year of Manson, 1993. Old Manson tee. Check it out. It's on a Screen Stars Best tag. So, yeah, super fresh, super early on. This is, I'm not exactly sure when Marilyn started, but a lot of his tees you see often come from a little bit later than this, and into the late 90s. But this one found its way to eBay and sold for the price of $995.95. Then at number 9, we have the UK. I don't know what the UK part of this is necessarily. 1988 Akira. This is dead stock. I wish they would have given us a few more photos, or at least like a photo of the whole thing. It kind of looks, they cut it off or something. So definitely might, make you feel a little bit sus. They actually had 2 of them, it looks like. I can't tell if it only appears that one of the ones that I see here sold. So we're only reporting one sold. But apparently this was owned by an executive at Manga Entertainment. Pretty crazy. Again, dead stock. I'm actually kind of shocked that this didn't go for more. My guess is that the photo, maybe, I don't know. I would have just guessed that this would have gone for a bit more money, since we have seen these a bit higher than this. This one sold for $9.99. Then next up, we have a really cool one. We haven't actually seen this one on the list before, I don't think. Maybe like in the very early days of the Heat Check, but we have the vintage Dexter's Laboratory 1998, size large on the changes tag. Oh yeah, love this show. What a great show. This t-shirt has sold in the past for lots of money. Again, I don't remember if it's been on the list, but it's been a long time either way. There's the changes tag, size large, made in the USA. Does that say, yeah, single stitch as well. Pretty dope t-shirt. Obviously one of the best, Cartoon Network tees you can find. Definitely would enjoy owning this one. This one sold for a cool $1,000. Next up, we have the Sonic Youth Dirty t-shirt. We have seen this t-shirt a number of times, and normally I would have probably considered retiring this one. But this one's a little bit different than all of the rest. This is a promotional tee from Geffen, according to the seller. He was an executive at BMG Records in Sweden, and they ordered these straight from Geffen. And this t-shirt actually has a Geffen print on the, where is it? A Geffen print. I thought he showed the, right here. A Geffen print that all the other t-shirts do not have. I think it's on the sleeve here. So it's pretty cool. It's different. It is unique compared to the ones we normally see. Size large. We do see this t-shirt quite often. This one's in a fantastic condition, so this is a bit better than we normally see. This one was up for auction, went 22 bids, and eventually sold for $1,025. All right, next up we have the Mosquito Heads, and the Mosquito Head will make another appearance later on in this list, but we haven't seen this Jimi Hendrix Mosquito Head make the list before, so pretty cool. We've been seeing new Mosquito Heads pretty commonly as of late. This one is sick. Not a lot of, I guess that's all the photos of it. Looks like it's in good condition, obviously single stitch on the Stedman Super Crew. Great t-shirt. Size XL. Let's see if the seller has any special information. Nope, just a basic description here. We did a whole video recently on the highest selling vintage Mosquito Head tees over the last 3 years. You can go check that out. Check out it, also the article that accompanied it on Defunct.com. We actually included a bunch of private sales as well. This one probably would barely crack the list, but it did end up selling for $1,200. Then next up, we have a 3D emblem, Brothers of the Road. We have been excluding some 3D emblems as of late, but we had not seen this one on the list. This is one that we have not seen sold, at least at these prices. I've never seen it sold for this much. So here we have the Brothers of the Road. This is like I don't know if it's is it a bikers only or a truckers only or something like that. Yeah, probably like a truckers only. You know, I bet it's a truckers only. Or something like that. Anyway, actually kind of, I mean, it seems pretty crazy. It's on the old school tags, which everyone loves. This is definitely a t-shirt that I'm a little surprised sold for this much, but you know, 3D Emblem's been going crazy lately. 16 bids later, this one sold for $13.13, even in a size medium. Crazy. Then we have the Slayer mandatory. You know what? I'm not going to say it so I don't get demonetized or whatever, but you can read yourself. 1980s metal promo t-shirt. We have seen this one on the list before. This one looks like probably the best example of this t-shirt that I've ever seen. It looks like it's in incredibly clean condition. What is the size? Did they give us the measurements on this? It says size medium. If you know your Slayers, Slayer tees, you know this one for sure. Yeah, in great condition. It is a size medium, a little small. Obviously, would like to see this in a bigger size, but didn't need it. It still sold for a lot of money. I'm not sure if this is the highest selling one I've seen. I think the last one I saw maybe have gone for a little bit more because I think it was a bit better size. But either way, this one did sell for $13.99.99. Then another one I was actually kind of surprised at seeing this high up. A bit surprising. We had the Pablo Honey Tour, Radiohead, obviously cult following, big deal. Very a rare and valuable t-shirt, and it looks like it's in really good condition. But a bit surprised to see it this high up on the list. I can't recall the last time I've seen this t-shirt. Looks like they lowered the price at some point. I don't recall the last time I've seen this this t-shirt for sale, or it did make the list a while back, but I can't recall what it sold for. But either way, one bid later, basically either they accepted the offer or ended it early or something. I don't really know, but it did get paid for, and it sold for $14.79. Then at number 2, we have the vintage Mask movie promo tee. It's been a hot minute since we have seen Mask tees make this list. It used to be that we saw like maybe every other one we were getting Mask tees. They were really hot there for a minute. So cool to see these back on the market. This one is like exceptional. If I am not mistaken, and I may be mistaken, there's a little flaw there, and a flaw there, just normal stuff. Oh, look, several of them. I don't know. Yeah, in the repair. Yeah, these. Anyway, this person does really good with their photos because this is Ryan of Rally Roots. Ryan Roots of Rally Roots, the hip lion. Yeah, so making number 2. I don't think Ryan has ever made the list, so congratulations, Ryan, for making the list. I know that he sells a lot on Whatnot, and maybe some of those would make the list. But here, he has made it to number 2 with the Mask TV promo, and I think, maybe I'm wrong, someone correct me if they know. I thought I heard him talking about clearing out some of his own personals, so maybe this came out of his personal. Either way, incredible t-shirt, one of the best we've seen, definitely one of the best Mask tees we've seen in a while. It sold for $14.88. Then at number 1, we have the Cramps mosquito head. I told you another mosquito head was in the mix. This is like the alternate colorway for this t-shirt. This t-shirt gets sold pretty often, around $1,000 in a different colorway. But this Cramps t-shirt actually was the highest selling mosquito head tee over the last 3 years on eBay. Previously, which I think it sold for like $2,500, $2,800, something like that. Maybe more than that. I can't remember off the top of my head. There's so many prices all the time. I'm just seeing prices all day long. But anyway, we have this one right here. This is probably the most valuable Cramps t-shirt of all time, I would imagine. This is size XXL, which looks like the actual measurement is 22 inches across, so it's a little bit small. I mean, it's a little small for an XXL, so it's a really perfect one. No buy now offers will be entertained except that this guy knows when the folks come out to try to pick these things off. But at number 1, Bucket to Blood with 47 bids makes the number 1 spot for $2,300 for this week's number 1 spot on the Heat Check. Congratulations to Bucket to Blood for this dope t-shirt.